Hey guys, and welcome back to the next video. Today I want to talk about a little bit more about the base cooldown, how it works, why is the base cooldown even in the game, and how you guys can pretty much avoid it at like in a couple of cases, and how to use that, for example, in Legend League, in the Clan War, and overall for base testing, which is super important. So the first thing, why is the base cooldown even in the game and how it works? So as soon as you're changing something in your base, you're getting a 24-hour cooldown on your base to activate, for example, in the in Friendly Wars, in the Legend League, for example, just to make sure that there's like a fair competition overall, and that's basically how it works. Now the reason why it is in the game, once again, it's just for having the most and the like fair competition. That's the main reason behind that. A lot of people are asking why is it for Legend League, and it's pretty simple. For example, for the top pushers we're at the top of the trophy rankings right now, a lot of clashes over there know how to attack. And for example, if you're in a Clan War League and you see, okay, those are the bases we have to face in the beginning of the battle day, you just copy the base, you activate the base in your as your Legend League base, and then you get attacked at least a couple of times, so you have ideas on how to approach the base, how to triple it, and that's the reason why there's this annoying cooldown. But at the same time, I want to give you guys a couple of tricks on how to still be able to change a couple of parts of your base and still don't get a cooldown on that base, which is a cool thing, I guess. So first we have to take a look at the chat, and we can see the first three bases, all of them have no cooldown. So if you guys want to change a base, then you actually have to like go onto the base editor and check out one of the bases you want to change. If you have them in your war layouts, then you have to copy them over to your home village layouts, because that's super important. For example, we want to change this base. I want to change a couple of things over there. So what we have to do first, we have to activate it as home layout. Then we can leave the layout editor again, and now we can see the base. And let's say we want to swap a couple of buildings, which is possible without getting a cooldown. So for example, I don't like this placement of the air defense over here, and I want to swap it with something else, for example this arch tower. Then I can just like drag it over the other building, and then they will swap places. It's super important. You can do this in the base editor as well, but it's super important that you do it in your home village, otherwise you get the cooldown. What is important as well, you have to always do this with buildings that are the same size, otherwise it won't work. For example, if you want to change or swap a Tesla and a mortar, this won't work. You need buildings that are the same size. I swapped the building, and now let's check out whether we have a cooldown. For example, over here, we once again get into the the thing where we can select the village, and you can see once again no cooldown, which is super cool. But I think this trick, most of you guys already knew that. We still swap that back, but now we come into one thing what I think most of you guys do not know. For example, if you want to change the location of Tesla, giant bombs, sweeper, inferno towers over our buildings with the 2x2 size, that's working with decorations. For example, we go into our shop, get a decoration. It doesn't matter which one, and let's say we want to have a Tesla next to the town hall. We put the torch over here, and then we can switch whatever building we want with the torch. And since that's something like the decoration won't give you any cooldown, like when you're adding or removing decorations in your village, you won't get a cooldown. So let's see if I switch those buildings, like the Tesla and the torch. Once again, we go into the chat, check out, and there's no cooldown. Obviously, the other bases are getting like great, whatever, because you cannot select them anymore because you have the decoration right now on your base. But at the same time, you can remove the decoration again if you want to. Like, you did all of the changes you wanted to do, just remove it again, and then you can once again like have all of your bases again. So you can do pretty much whatever you want with this trick. Like you want to switch this back. Let's do it. Then we want to have the Inferno Tower next to the Town Hall. we can do that as well. And we can pretty much do whatever we want as long as the size of the buildings are the same. So that's pretty easy to do. We want to have this back. We remove this again. And once again, I can show you guys there's no cooldown of the base. If you guys would like to use this base, I can give you the base link in the description as well. But that's basically it when it comes down to tricks around the base changing and base cooldown. If you have like a couple of changes for your Legend League base or whatever base and you don't want to have the cooldown, just make sure that you're swapping buildings who are the same size. And if you want to like completely relocate buildings that are two tiles each, then just use a decoration. You can switch them with, for example, the air sweeper, inferno tower, giant bomb, and the Tesla, for example. And once again, if you're changing, for example, the mode of an inferno tower or an export, etc., you won't get a cooldown on that either. So for example, if I turn the sweeper, let's put it like this, then once again you can see there's no cooldown in here either. So that's a couple of tricks for base builders out there if you didn't know already. And let me know down below in the comment section whether you knew all of those tricks already or there was something new for you guys. But then we will jump into the war and we check out another attack from the tribe guys. There are so many good attacks in this season, so it's pretty easy for me to pick something. On this one, we want to take a look at the Queen Charge Hawk Rider, just because it's like this attack is so strong right now. Like overall Queen Charges with something like Lalo, Hawk Riders, Miners, it's so super strong. Especially, I'm a huge fan once again of Miners. I think it's one of the strongest strategies out there right now. It's just super cool to use. It's pretty easy to use as well. So I will probably do a Queen Charge Miner guide really soon. And let me know down below in the comments as well what you guys want to see when it comes down to strategy guides, etc. Obviously, I'm more focused on the high level part of this game, which means mostly Town Hall 12. But if you think like I should do I don't know, like I think Town Hall 9 is the lowest Town Hall I would go. Everything below that is like you're getting through that part so quick in the game, so there's no reason for me to do guides for that actually. So I think I will probably only do for Town Hall 12 mainly, and maybe 1 or 2 videos a month for other Town Hall levels. So that's how this channel works, I guess. And like I said, let me know what you guys want to see, any specific strategies or whatever, and we will try to check it out and give you guys a couple of tricks on how to use that. On this attack, he tried to get into the base, tried to take out the eagle, which didn't work, so he has to like adapt on the fly. The queen is going through the wall because the king funneled enough, which is pretty nice in the end because the queen can reach everything from here, like the eagle, the cannon, all of this stuff, which is super nice. And then he's starting with the Hawk Riders into the Town Hall. As soon as the Hawk Riders passed the Town Hall and activated it, he can use the Slammer to make sure that he do not has to like spend the Warden ability onto the bomb explosion of the Town Hall. He's using the ability now. The Town Hall is activated, which means he can start really soon with his Slammer, letting the Hawks get into the core. Queen is still alive. He can use his ability or her ability pretty soon because there's no damage at all after he cleared the Inferno Tower, and the Hawk Riders meanwhile are going through the core using the next heal spell to provide some healing for the last Wizard Tower. And that's basically it, why the Hawk Riders are clearing out the Tesla behind the Town Hall. But now we come once again into the issue which is nearly always applying with Hawk Riders or a lot of other strategies like this. And this is the time. There's a huge time issue if you do like long queen charges, especially on this one where the queen went wrong, which means he had to adapt it. Like he had to think, okay, what do I do now? Should I stick to the plan? What should I do pretty much? On those cases, you pretty often have to have longer queen charges than expected because, well, you have to like replan everything. But those two hawks, I think there are two or one hawk even, who dodged the enemy king are the MVPs of this attack because they just ignored the king, went for the CC, get rid of that, and got the 3-star in the end. So that was basically it for this video. Let me know once again if you guys learned something when it comes down to the base building and the cooldown around that, and that would be pretty cool. And once again as well, let me know what you guys want to see in the future, because I always say that on the German channel as well. All the videos I do them for you guys, so you guys get better. And if I always show like Queen Charge Hawk, Queen Charge Lalo decks, but no one is actually using those strategies from you guys, it's pretty nice to watch, I guess. But at the same time, I want to show you guys something where you learn something, where you get better in the game. And that's the goal of this channel, of my German channel, of the entire idea of me doing YouTube. So let me know what you guys think, what I should do next. And that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys in the next one, and bye bye.